Question then in regards to Judge Chivarella prior to January of this year. Can you describe that relationship?
I was first introduced to Mark Chivarella when I was 8 years old, when my parents took me to the CYC on South Washington Street to learn how to swim. And to be on the CYC swim team, Mark was the swim coach. So he taught me how to swim when I was 8. So I knew him in that capacity for a number of years. After that, I didn't see him for years and years. I would say that when I came back from law school, which would have been October of '84, I knew him to be a very active practicing trial lawyer. I knew him to be the former solicitor of the city of Wilkes-Barre, and my father had been a former solicitor years ago of the city of Wilkes-Barre. He tried cases in my father's courtroom that I watched and I saw. I had cases against Mark when I was a young lawyer, some civil cases and I think some domestic cases. I was elected DA in November of '91, and then Mark ran for judge and was elected judge in 1995, and he took the bench in January of '96. We certainly were friendly and cordial during those years. I remember candidly that when he was running for judge, he ran against Joe Yeager. Joe was also a Democrat, but he had received the Republican nomination. And at those times, the Thursday before Election Day, the Democratic Party had a big rally, usually at I think the Ramada. And I remember Mark asked, could he take his picture with me? Could he have a picture taken with me that he would use over that last weekend, because he thought the election was close. I agreed. He took my picture with me, and I'm sure if you go back to your archives in both papers, you'll find it. And after he got elected, he said to me, no, he attributed some of the success to that picture. Whether that's true or not, I obviously don't know. So that was January of '96. He's on the bench. Very candidly, I was criticized a lot by Judge Chivarella and by Conahan, because if Terry might remember this, or even Joe, he covered my work as DA. I had a plea policy that was you had to plead guilty to the highest charge. So, for example, if you're charged with delivery and possession, I didn't take a plea of the possession, it had to be the delivery. That caused a lot of jury trials. They didn't like that. And I would take a ribbing, let's just say. In those years, I remember as the DA, we were trying just over 200 jury trials, criminal, of course, 200 criminal jury trials per year. That number now is less than 100 per year. So they didn't like that. And it was not an interaction, I guess, professional interaction. But with Mark, the only time I would see Mark really socially would be at he was a member of Wyoming Valley Country Club, and he would golf with his son Marco. I would see him there. I didn't regularly play with him. I never, to my recollection, I never went on any vacation with him. I don't think I was ever in his home.